Welcome back, everybody. We're going to continue with Active Directory Domains and Trust. In this lecture, we're going to be testing connectivity. So look, I have two separate companies. They're on two different networks. I want to see if they could actually talk to each other. Okay, so watch this. Let me log on to my first company, which is Udemy, as you see. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove the firewall just to make sure nothing is blocking any traffic. So you could say, you know what? Maybe the firewall's on. That's why. Right? So watch this. Let me just go back here and remove the actual firewall. So I'm going to go properties and off, off, and off. Then okay. And I'm going to do the same thing, right? So we're going to do the same thing on where? On the second company, which is Coursera. All right. So there you go. And let me log on. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the firewall. Let me actually put them next to each other, right? So you actually can see better, right? This is actually better. So we could look at both different companies at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead to the firewall and I could do it this way, or I could go to tools and right over here at the bottom, Windows Defender Firewall, right? This option right over here. And let me go to the properties. So I'm going to do off, off, and off. See that? Then okay. All right. First of all, what's the IP over here? Let me refresh. Firewall's off. Let me refresh. Firewall is off. See that? Both are actually off. Okay, this is 200.1. This one is 100.1. So if I go over here, open the command prompt, and let me just change the fonts to, let's say, 36 is actually good enough, and the color so we can see better. All right. Then okay. And if I tried to say, you know what, let me ping 192, oops, numlock is not on, 192.168.200.1. It's not going to work. First of all, it's on a different network. Unreachable. I can't reach it. And if I go on this side over here, open the command prompt, right, and change the fonts. Same thing. Let me just do this so you can see better color and green text. And I'm going to try and ping what? Look at this. This server is what? 100.1. So if I try to ping, right, 100.1, let's see how that works for us. 192.168, 100.1. It's going to fail. They're on different networks. They're like on different locations, right? It's failing. Well, how about if I try to do this? This is udemy.local. So if I go to tools and I open Active Directory users and computers, and I right click the domain and I want to manage another company and I say change domain and let's put Coursera.local. It's going to fail. And if I come down over here, this is Coursera, see that? And I go to tools and Active Directory users and computers, and I try to put, let's say, udemy.local. Change domain, udemy.local. They're both going to fail. See this? Let's give it a few seconds until they both actually fail. So it's trying. It's like, I have no clue where Coursera is. And almost like, I have no clue who Udemy is. I mean, there's no trust, there's no connectivity, there's no name resolution. There's nothing established yet. Nothing at all. Right? So, of course, it's going to fail. All right? Imagine if it works, that'll be crazy. Let's just make sure it's failing. It's trying, and it's going to take at least a minute, so another few seconds, and I'm going to get the error message that the domain couldn't be contacted. Right? There you go. Domain couldn't be contacted. So let's remember this error message, and let's make sure we get this error message on this side. So this is one way of testing connectivity. First of all, they couldn't ping. Second of all, I couldn't access another resource. Like from one domain, I couldn't connect to another domain. Okay, what's another way to test? Look, this is Coursera. So let's say I have a shared folder over here, right? Under my C drive. And let's call it Coursera share, right? Just like this. And under here, I have a text document. Let's call it Coursera, right? And I'm just going to write anything in here. Coursera. Then file and save. Then I'm going to go back. I'm going to share this folder and see if I could give access to Udemy. Sharing, advanced sharing, share this folder, permissions, add, location is Coursera. Do I see Udemy in the list? No, I don't. There's no trust, right? Okay. There's another way to test connectivity. What's another way to? Let's say I want to try and give access to someone else to manage my domain. Remember, delegate control? Okay. Do I see Coursera in the list over here? Locations, it's not in the list. Okay. Why? There's no trust between them. That's why there's no actual trust between them. Right. So let's make sure we understand that. That's what I wanted to show you in this lecture. By default, there's no trust. My next lecture is how to establish connectivity before creating an actual trust. So we'll see you guys in another lecture in a few moments. All right, everybody. Bye for now.